Well, since my last What Happened video went over very well, I might as well make another one. Now, I am willing to bet you have at least seen one dinosaur show growing up. It could be a classic like The Land Before Time, a forgotten gem like A Journey to the Beginning of Time. It could be anything. But if you were growing up in the 2000s and went to a DVD and VHS store, you probably saw one of these lying around in the kids section. The Little Dinos. Or more accurately, what's left of it. Yes, unlike Loopy-de-Loop, which would see several reruns on TV, the Little Dinos just simply disappeared off of the face of the earth. Just like the dinosaurs. Almost leaving not a single trace that it ever existed. So, as you can see, there's not much to go off of here. But, a few years ago, thanks to a Reddit thread, the vast majority of the series was rediscovered, with most of the 26 episodes being found, and 6 of them being in English as of this video's upload. Heck, even Amazon apparently had a full series collection for $500. But hey, we have the vast majority of the series, and even though most are dubbed in Arabic or Chinese, it's not impossible to understand what's going on without subtitles, even though I do wish there were. But enough about that, let's get into the story. The series tells the story of Xander, Danny, and Amy, alien creatures called Dino Men, who travel across outer space to their ancestral homeworld, planet Earth, to study their earthly ancestors, the dinosaurs, and discover their origins. They do this by traveling through time to various points in the Mesozoic period with the help of a human, Dr. Lin, who gives them information on new dinosaurs they meet. However, Amy's father, Terrível, has other plans for the dinosaurs, as he and his goons secretly follow our heroes, attempting to gather dinosaur DNA to create genetically altered monsters to rule the universe with. While not the most complex series out there, it's definitely an out there concept. And yes, it does go into that kind of environmental protection message, but truth be told, I honestly don't mind it as much as it's not the main focus. Its main focus is primarily on the dinosaurs and the adventures they go on. Not to mention, how often do you see dinosaurs and aliens together? Probably two of the most polar opposites you can think of, being combined together into one thing. Sure, there's been attempts, but none have really lasted. This, on the other hand, did manage to last one season and even get a series finale to wrap its story up. And yes, it ends the way you'd expect. Truth be told, while I don't think it's amazing, I do think that it was quite unique from most other dinosaur kids shows at the time. For one, it had a flowing story arc, which, while common nowadays, was exceedingly rare for its time, especially one that concluded its story. 2. It was not shy about certain aspects about dinosaurs, and when I say that, I mean it tackled some pretty dark stuff for its demographic, especially when it got closer to the Cretaceous mass extinction. Through rapidly changing environments, competition with other species, and yes, even exploitation by a more advanced species, it shows you just how much these creatures struggle to survive, from starvation to mass cullings, natural disaster, the egg equivalent of stillbirth, and most surprisingly of all, predation. Yes, unlike something like The Land Before Time or Dink the Little Dinosaur, where the predator would always fail because they've got to keep it family friendly, this does not shy away from it at all, and for what it is, it's actually kind of gruesome at times. Truth be told, as a toddler, I enjoyed that detail, mainly because it addressed a complaint I had with a lot of these shows. The predator is not evil, it's just trying to survive. Another detail I like about the show is actually the designs of the characters themselves. I can totally see this guy being part of an action figure line, as well as a lot of the villains we see in the show. But I think my personal favorite designs would have to go to the Trilobite and the Turtle Thing. The Trilobite cannot walk, and the Turtle Thing has no hands. So, to help each other out, even if they don't always get along, The trilobite uses a hole in his carapace to sit on the largest spike on the turtle thing's shell and uses his 2 other horns to steer him kind of like a car. Sure, it's weird, and I can already hear people typing up fan fictions about it. But let's be honest, that's actually a creative way to portray symbiosis. But in any case, now that we know a bit about the show, why did it become so lost for so long? Well, I have a few theories. The first and most obvious, there were only 3 official DVD releases with 2 episodes on each. And second, while I did enjoy its true-to-nature depiction, I can imagine that it wasn't allowed in a lot of households because of that, especially for most younger viewers. Remember, this show came out at a time before FNAF and Bendy was a thing, and every TV show wasn't trying to have some darker undertone. In truth, it really is an aberration. A cartoon that could be considered dark for its time that isn't remembered. And I can only presume it isn't remembered because it was released around the same time as shows like Teen Titans, Kim Possible, Totally Spies, and a lot of other shows that have been remembered by most who watched them. But in the end, I really can't pinpoint any exact reasons why it may have gotten lost, as there's really no information about it anywhere, not even online. As it is, The Little Dinosaurs was just an aberration of its time. It was ballsy in many ways, and it's definitely dated in many other ways. But hey, maybe more will be discovered with this show. But in the meantime, it looks like it will be a long time before this fossil is fully unearthed. But what are your thoughts on it? Have you seen this show? Why do you think it got lost? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more great content like this, please hit that like and subscribe button. And please, consider supporting me on Patreon. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.